Hey guys, Jack here from Obsessed Fishing, and today I'm going to be going over the way I store my terminal tackle. Now, during these winter months, the fishing tends to slow down, it gets harder to do videos. Sometimes there's this thin layer of ice on the ponds near me, and I can't even fish. And it's really bad. So, I figured I'd want to keep you guys updated, I want to keep you guys with some content. So today, I figured I'd go over the way I store my terminal tackle. I know it's kind of a little bit, it's just a little out of the ordinary. It's not your usual video, it's not your rod and reel arsenal, it's not your unboxing, and it's just a little off the wall, but I kind of like the way I do it, and I think you might find some things interesting in the way I do terminal tackle that maybe help you. So, without further ado, we'll get into what's in here, how I store it, and how I keep it organized so that I can find the essentials in bass fishing, because in a sense, terminal tackle is the essentials in bass fishing. It's the tools of the trade. I mean, you can have all the plastics you want, but without terminal tackle, it's worth nothing. And so, it's a huge, terminal tackle is such a huge part of fishing. It pays to make sure it's safe, protected, and organized so that when you're on fish and you need something fast, you can find it and you're not scrambling and everything's in its place, which I like. So I'm gonna go over that today, and hope you stay tuned and enjoy. Alright, first off, I store my terminal tackle in a Plano watertight box. This is the regular 3700 size. You can pick this up at Walmart. I think I picked it up for around $9. It's a pretty cheap way to keep your stuff watertight. And that to me is very essential with terminal tackle. If a little bit of rust gets in here, that's gonna annoy it. And that's part of what I'm gonna show you today with all this junk over here. Let's take a look inside. As you can see, I've got a lot of hooks down the center, got some weights on this side, weighted hooks on this side, and it's decently organized. I've got a lot of different things going on in here. Over here I've got my weights. I've got it from 1 ounce to ½ ounce to 3/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce, 3/16, and 1/8, sorry. And then up here I've got some some sinker stops, bobber stops, whatever you want to call them, for pegging. I've got some snaps, I've got swivels, egg sinkers for Carolina rigging, just miscellaneous terminal tackle stuff. Over here I've got drop shot weights, and over here I've got my swing heads, I've got some swim bait, jig heads, and some bladed, some underspins. I've got some heavier shaky heads here, some 1/8 ounce shaky heads here, got some miscellaneous wacky jig heads here, and then I've got my hooks. And I've got some swim bait hooks here, but if you look, for most part, the hooks, they've got this blue. And I'm gonna show you a quick tip what that is. And if you look, I might pull a couple out. Let me pull the hooks out here of this one. You can see, it's a tackle divider. It's one of these. One of the things that I really do when I store my tackles, I've been using these Flambeau boxes with these Z-Rust inserts, and the inserts let off this chemical vapor that tends to prevent rust. I don't know how well it works, but to me, every bit can help in protection. And so after ordering a bunch of these boxes, I had a lot of leftover these, and the Plano didn't come with these. It's not one of those types of boxes, and I just had what I had at Walmart. So what I did is I started taking the extra one of these, I would cut off the bottom, I would then label it on the back what type of hook, and then I would tape it with blue masking tape and stick it to the bottom of the box. So that way, not only am I preventing rust in that container, but I also, if you look, it says flip. So I know that I've got my flipping hooks, my straight shank hooks, all in that one place. I've got it here labeled drop shot. Over here I've got it labeled finesse hooks, and these are these little hooks. Here I've got 5/0 hooks, 4/0 extra wide guide hooks, 3/0 extra wide guide hooks, and then I've got 3/0 offset worm hooks, and the offset I've got a little line under it to underneath to, and that marks it in my mind. I know that means offset. Over here, same thing, offset. Then I've got some straight shank hooks, 2/0 regular hooks over here. It's a way that if a hook falls out, I know where it belongs. I'm not wondering, oh, what size hook goes where. And it also, at the same time, it has a nice rust preventative in my boxes, this nice Plano box, which I really like. And that's really the way I do terminal tackle this year. I've been doing it I think it's a really great system, because not only does it keep your stuff labeled so you know where it's going to be, but also it helps prevent rust so that you can keep fishing and not ruin an essential part of your fishing.